Quick update video. I had $80 in the account where we last left off, and since then I've had a couple more trades. The first trade, I set a trigger to go long on Solana if we broke this trend line. The long got triggered and broke the trend line, but as we see here, price moved back down. Normally I'd have a stop loss down here, so that's a lot of distance between the entry and the stop. So in this case, what I actually did was I had a stop loss set to trigger if BTC broke down. And so at the time, BTC broke down through the trend line when Solana was right around here, so I could get stopped out a little quicker on this trade. This was trade one, and it put me down about $4, so I was down about $76. And the next trade was a long on Bitcoin if it broke above this trend line, and I had a trigger to go long and a trigger to take profit in this little gap right here. That played out, and I was up about 20 something dollars on that trade, so that put me back over $100. And then the last trade was actually here on Injective, and this is where I really messed up. So I went from over $100 to basically blowing up the account, and I'm gonna have to start over. But what I did was I set a trigger to go long and a trigger to take profit, a trigger to go short and a trigger to take profit. But what ended up happening, so right here, what ended up happening was right over here. We had a little dump to break the stop. We didn't get any follow through, but my short got triggered. And just after that, it moved up to trigger that long. And the thing is, the way I set these triggers up was to cancel if, for example, this short got triggered but then went back the other way and hit this long, it should have canceled the short, which was right. But the one thing that I overlooked was the fact that I was using like 10x leverage on that $100, so I actually got liquidated before we even got back up here. I want to say I got liquidated like on this candle right about here, and so before that short could have even been stopped out and a long triggered, with me having such low collateral, being $100 and at 10x leverage, and I had the trade set at like $1,000. That liquidation price was a lot lower, so I should have been trading at 5x leverage or 3x leverage, and my liquidation price would have been up here. Learning lesson. But with that being said, I have a completely different approach with this next $100 that I'll be using. It's going to be centered around a strategy that I set up here. So basically, I'm going to set up a trading bot and run that with Alertatron and LogX, and I'll let you know how that goes in a future video. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening to the update, and I hope you have a great day.